Hope you're having a
Hi
good
guys,
day. I'm
just want to
drinking
play
some
this,
coffee
just
from my Satan,
a few
aka
minutes.
NASA mug, and hope you don't mind that. But I want to tell you that Amy Grant.
Hey, before I play this, I've had to share my dream again on Tim's page, Tim405, because the Lord led me. So I will tell you the dream and then just listen to this wee clip and just pray about this, please. So I see it's the church all lined up. There's a long container. There's 2 gates. I'm just going to rush through it quickly. 2 gates, one at each end. It's a long container. It's a massive line of people. Now there's a little well, it's like a worn, it's a grassy area. It's a worn track below. I just walk along that because there's no one lined up. And a man in the back of the line said, "Don't go that way, there's a giant." Now the reason I mention this is because, as a comment on Tim's page, at his community page, he's posted about the bad report in going into the promised land. What I will do is I'll just put the screenshots up of what he's put on the community page, and it might encourage you to go read it and pray about it, and you'll see my comment. So I take the bottom road, as you know. I get to the gate and I walk in, and there is a giant, but he's asleep. I surprise him. He gets up, he throws me out, but my concern is for the church. I look down the container when I'm in there, and I can see everyone who's lined up thinking there's no giant is devoured, like in a really this giant is eating them, and there's no report back because no one's alive to tell anyone who's lined up. So they're all just going in one by one and being devoured. And then the Lord gives me a cup, and the Lord's just shown me what the cup is, right? Now, I'm trying to remember so many things the Lord has shown me, and I don't know if I even wrote it down. Was it the silver cup that Jeremiah got? Was that something that the Lord showed me last week? I don't know. If you follow my channel, you might be able to remind me. I'm not worried about it because the Lord will bring it back and remind me. Plus, I'll get bored and watch my own videos because there's nothing to watch. Anyway, what I find interesting is the Lord said, "Time's up, Mariah Carey." This man's talking about Amy Grant. And he wrote a book and he's likened her to Mariah Carey. But what I want you to know is you might be that church that thinks you're going in the gate with no giant. You're trying to avoid the giant. Don't think that you're the bride and you're going anywhere, because you're not. If you don't understand this. Not that I'm following this man, it just came up. Okay, so let's watch this. A couple of minutes, and it's just a heads up from me and a heads up from him.
Just this week has affirmed
It's not very loud.
the LGBT lifestyle. And I think a big fat "I told you so" is in order. We've been telling folks and warning people against the idea of contemporary Christian music, how that it is bad music born out of bad theology. And oftentimes these people have bad theology, and that is evidenced in their bad music. And so there really is no way to dissect the two. Bad theology always results in bad music.